first one is all about Christmas. So let's take a closer look at the first one. This happens to be one of my favorite Christmas movies, and I think it's one of the most charming little movies out there. Of course, it's also one of Will Ferrell's best movies, because he has been in a lot of bad ones, but this one is one of his best ones. Of course, it's Elf. I think most people have seen this movie. It seems to be on TV, many times over the years. Let's take a little look at it. It charms the socks right off the mantelpiece. There was someone on Chicago Sun-Times. So once upon a Christmas Eve, an orphan baby crawled into Santa's bag of gifts and was taken to the North Pole, raised by Papa Elf. But he comes to realize he doesn't fit in with the other elves, determined to find a place where he belongs. Of course, Buddy is Will Ferrell. Search for his real dad in New York City. In the Big Apple, Buddy finds out why his dad, which is played by James Caan, is on the naughty list. But most importantly, he sees that the world is seriously lacking in the Christmas spirit, which causes Santa all kinds of problems. So with the help of a beautiful department store elf, played by Zoe Deschanel, I think that's how you say it, Buddy tries to leech his dad. Leech? Did I say leech? Teach his dad and the world the true meaning of Christmas spirit, and to prove to everyone that Santa, played by Ada Ashner, really exists. Of course, he doesn't try to leech him, he teaches him. And blind sometimes. Taking a look inside. I think it only came with a DVD, of course, and I don't think it came with anything else. Maybe it did, I just can't remember. It's been a long time. And like I said, it's one of his better movies. It is extremely funny, but I suppose it's not to everybody's taste. Otherwise everybody would be the same and like every single movie out there. It is my opinion, of course. But if you do like Will Ferrell, then you will love Elf. And since it's around the holidays, it's a perfect time to watch it. And even if you don't celebrate Christmas, it's still a nice little movie to watch. Let's move on to the next one. And the next one is possibly my favorite Christmas movie of all time. And of course, there's a couple that I really love that I won't be showing you today because I don't have them on DVD. But this one's probably number one for me, and I think it's number one for many other people out there. Of course, it is The Christmas Vacation. I watch it most years. I think there was one year I didn't watch it. I just got too busy. I wasn't really watching any movies. chase. Most of his movies, although Lampoon ones, they're all been good. Most of them. It says here, I laughed myself silly. Christmas vacation jingled my bells. You jingled my bells too. So, this holiday season, Clark Griswold, played by Chevy Chase, vows and his clown with enjoy the most filled family Christmas ever. And before you can sing fa la la la, the decks, the halls of folly, in this permanent favorite National Lampoon's Christmas vacation, seeing is believing. There are 25,000 lights on the roof, an exploding turkey on the dining room table, a SWAT team taking siege outside, a festive supporting cast including Beverly D'Angelo, and an amazing Randy Quaid. I wish he was in more movies. He's a funny guy. And Julian Lewis and Dreyfus, Julianne Lewis, and William Higley, and more. On a John Hughes script full of wit, heart, and sheer goofiness. You'll love it. And I agree, you will love it if you have never seen it before. I would say this is Chevy Chase at his best. Yes, it can be cheesy, like a lot of his movies, but most of the time, most of his movies are funny. And they're, a light comedy. It can be over the top. But, it's a Christmas movie and it works well. That's what I'll say. It works nicely. Let me see. Yeah, once again, just a DVD. Nothing else. Some incredibly funny scenes in this. The one thing that did annoy me, going through watching all the vacation movies, they always change the actors, especially the kids. That really annoyed me. I understood why, but it did annoy me a little bit. I wish they would make a new one, an older one, where he's the grandfather. I know they had a new one recently, 10 years ago or whatever it was, which wasn't that great. But if they could somehow get the original cast back together and do another one, maybe Christmas Vacation too, that'd be amazing. It doesn't even have to be in the movies, it could be like on Netflix or something like that. I'm sure it wouldn't cost too much to make. I would really love that. So anyway, let's move on. The next one is a movie that came out in 1994, I believe. See if you can guess what one it is. A certain tool man from a sitcom back in the 90s. Excellent. Do you know what it is? Have you guessed what it is? His initials in his name. T.A. I'm sure you got it. Yep. The amazing Tim Allen in the Santa Claus. Of course, it's the first one. Oh my goodness, it's alright dusty here. Deary me. Well, it makes nice long sounds, I suppose. Yeah, the original Family smash hit. I remember watching this in the cinema when I was a kid. I was about 10 or 11, 94. Yeah, I loved it. But of course, as much as I loved it, it wasn't my favorite Christmas movie at the time. The original Christmas movie, family movie that I really loved at the time was Santa Claus the movie. So yeah, the 1984 The Santa Claus the movie was a movie that I really enjoyed. So in some ways, this is very similar. I used to watch the Santa Claus movie all the time until this came out. It became the movie to watch every Christmas. Until I got a little bit older and started watching the likes of Christmas Vacation and whatnot. But yeah. So, Tim Allen. I didn't really watch him in Home Improvement in the 90s. I watched an odd episode here and there. I always did like him. He's a funny guy. So it's wonderful, good family fun. It is a good family movie to watch, and most kids can enjoy this. You know, I would say from 5 or 6 years up. And of course, they're not going to be able to get everything or understand everything. But it's a safe movie to watch. Nothing too bad happens in it. But it's an horror movie, I'm sure that most people have watched. So, I'm sure you already know, if you didn't watch it, that Tim Allen becomes the Santa Claus. Yeah. I never really was a fan of the sequels. And while it was last year, I did start to watch Disney's The TV show with Tim Allen as the Santa Claus. It's okay. I watched a couple of episodes. It's good they continued on it, and I think it's done a little bit differently. Much better than the sequels, which I'll probably watch more of it this year. So yeah, the Santa Claus is worth a watch. Now the next one is not for kids. It's a movie that I have already shown in one of the DVD videos that I made. Of course, it is Bill Murray. Scrooged. It's one of my favorites. I absolutely love Bill Murray. He's a funny guy. He looks crazy in this. And I just realized that this is a Blu-ray. I seriously thought I only have 1 or 2 Blu-rays, but I have more than that. It's celebrating the 30th anniversary. So we got this one. So yeah. Let's take a look in the back. The high-spirited hijinks on Christmas Eve about Frank Cross, played by Bill Murray, in a ghostly time warp in this hilariously take-off of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. steps of the mailroom to the TV network president is mean, nasty, uncaring, unforgiving, and has a sadistic sense of humor. Perfect qualities for a modern day Scrooge. Before the night is over, he'll be visited by a New York cab driver from the past, a present-day furry who's into pratfalls, and finally a ghoulish 7-foot headless messenger from the future. I just absolutely love this movie. I think it's one of the few movies I've watched like multiple times throughout the year when I was younger. I think it's been a couple of years since I've watched it, but I think this year I will definitely give it another watch. Let's put it back in. So yeah, you should go and watch this. If you love Bill Murray and you haven't watched this, watch it. You'll love it. Okay, let's move on. The next DVD is an horror movie that I have shown before, but it is a Christmas one. And of course it is The Holiday. This is my wife's. Now I have watched it. It's been a while. I did enjoy it. I think it's a nice, lovely little movie, which has a great cast. Yeah, Cameron Diaz, Kate Winslet, Jude Law, and Jack Black. It's a film by Nancy Myers. Yeah, it's from the director of What Women Want and Something's Gotta Give. I actually did like What Women Want. The Mel Gibson movie, I think it was. It was kind of okay, you know. I mean, I don't really watch those kind of movies, like, you know, but sometimes you'd be pleasantly surprised. That would be the term I'll use. That just give it a go, and you never know. You might actually like it. And that's what I did. But anyway, this is something similar. It's not my type of movie I would watch, but being married and whatnot, and watching more kind of like rom-coms and stuff like that, and simple comedies like this, you know, I'm glad I watched it. It's nice. You know, it's about two women, Kate Winslet from England and Cameron Diaz. They both swapped their houses, one in LA and wherever in England again. And for the holiday, Kate Winslet gets to spend time in LA and enjoy the fine weather and everything else along with it. You know, it's a completely different world from her cottage in England. And same with Cameron Diaz gets to spend time in England, swap her, like, you know, lavish lifestyle in LA to a more modest, you know, wintry setting in England, like a postcard setting. You know, completely different. And along the way, they fall in love. And it's a nice little movie. It seems to be a movie we watch every couple of years. Like it says there, it's heartwarming and funny and totally charming. And I absolutely agree. I thought it said just Mark Allen, the snooker player. But it's Mark S. Allen. I was gonna say, why is he writing? Saying there's a man of many talents. Yeah. Anyway. I already opened this one up like the rest of them, and guess what? The DVD is missing. Maybe we swapped it. Maybe we're gonna get a different one. I don't know. My wife has watched it, I don't know, recently. Who knows? Could be left in the Xbox or whatever. So that's the movies. I hope you find this video relaxing. And I hope you like some of these DVD movies that I'm suggesting to watch. So I'll leave it right there. And I hope you can join me again. Oh, wait a minute, 1 second. I would say my favorite movie out of all these ones, just wanted to say, would be, I think I already did say, didn't I? Is Christmas Vacation. Then I would say would be Scrooge. Then Elf. And then the Santa Claus. And then the Holiday. But of course I have many other good movies that I love. And it would be a different order, except for maybe Christmas Vacation. That will stay number 1. So I'm going to end it right there. Hope you relaxed, everybody. I'll see you next time.